OT tattoos. In September 9, two tours discovered the Iceman's remains nestled into a glacier in the Italian Alps. Since then, researchers have discovered 61 tattoos on the man's body, and thus have rigorously analyzed the Iceman to understand what life was like during the start of the Bronze Age, some 5,300 years ago. Scientific studies of the Iceman's tattoos have hypothesized that the lines and crosses etched into his skin offered therapeutic benefits rather than simply serving as decorative embellishments. As a writer, April Holloway of Ancient Origins said, the tattoos, which were created via small incisions traced with charcoal, align with hard-working areas of the human body, including the ankles, wrists, knees, and lower back. These spots are commonly associated with acupuncture treatments, raising the possibility that Otzi's community knew of the practice some 2,000 years before it was believed to have first emerged in Asia. Archaeologists initially mapped all of Otzi's 61 inkings in 2015. Prior to this examination, researchers thought the Iceman's tattoos numbered closer to 59. Multispectral imaging analysis revealed a set of previously unidentified tattoos clustered on the Iceman's chest, an area commonly associated with acupuncture points targeting intestinal disorders. Lady of Cao. Known as the Lady of Cao, scientists found her mummified corpse in El Bruja, Peru. Her body had several tattoos, and she was surrounded by gold ornaments and symbols of power that led scientists to discover that she was a woman of high status, a queen of the Moche civilization. Although it is not believed that the more common members of Moche society were tattooed, it could certainly be inferred from this burial that the highest status members were, and the tattoos probably represented and strengthened the individual's connection with the divine through sympathetic magic. If you want the strength of the tiger, get a tattoo of a tiger. The lady's Cao tattoos included serpents, crabs, and spiders, all animals associated with the Moche pantheon of divine creatures, and their presence further linked her to the world of the supernatural and probably increased her perceived power among her people. The divine literally lived in her skin. The tattoos were achieved using charcoal pigment prodded beneath the skin with a sharp needle or cactus pine. Since most Moche burials are not preserved like the Lady of Cao, we will never know for certain if all the elite were tattooed, but pottery jugs suggest that they may have been. Ghibelline Man A and Ghibelline Woman. The mummies were excavated in 1890s and have been in the possession of the British Museum since the 1900s. They predate Egypt's pharaonic dynasties, and their mummification was completely natural. They were buried in shallow graves, and the heat, salinity, and dryness of the Egyptian desert did the rest. The two Egyptian mummies, named the Ghibelline mummies for the region in which they were found, appear to have tattoos that are decorative or symbolic in some way, according to the team led by researchers from British Museum. The male Ghibelline Man A has two tattoos, a wild bull and a Barbary sheep, on his upper arm, while the female Ghibelline woman has linear and S-shaped motifs inscribed on her upper arm and shoulder. Both mummies were tattooed into the dermis using some sort of carbon-based ink and the images the pair were sporting are well known from pre-dynastic Egyptian art. Princess Ukok tattoos. The ancient corpse of a pot-smoking princess found in Siberia boasts what could be the most well-preserved tattoos ever found. The ancient royal has been dubbed Princess Ukok, which is the name of the frozen plateau where her body was discovered. She was a Scythian, an Asian group known for their love of tattoos. Her heavily inked body was buried alongside 6 horses, a warrior man, coriander seeds, and a small patch of cannabis, indicating her royal status. Ukok is thought to have ruled the kingdom of Pazyryk culture in the Altai Mountains, a remote area where the borders of modern-day Russia, China, Mongolia, and Kazakhstan now meet. The tattoos on the left shoulder of the princess show a fantastical mythological animal, a deer with a griffin's beak and a capricorn's antlers. The antlers are decorated with the heads of griffins, and the same griffin's head is shown on the back of the animal. On the man found close to the princess, the tattoos include the same fantastical creatures, this time covering the right side of his body, across his right shoulder, and stretching from his chest to his back. Tattoos were used as a means of personal identification in Pazyryk culture, like a passport nowadays. The Pazyryks also believed the tattoos would be helpful in another life, making it easy for the people of the same family and culture to find each other after death. Pazyryks repeated the same images of animals and other types of art, which is considered like a language of animal images which represented their thoughts. The same can be said about tattoos. It was a language of animal imagery used to express some thoughts and to define one's position both in society and in the world. The more tattoos were on the body, the longer the man the person lived, and the higher was his position. Egyptian mummy tattoos. A mummified body of an Egyptian woman was discovered at a site on the west bank of the Nile River known as Deir el Medina, a village dating to between 1550 BC and 1080 BC. She was examined and found to have symbolic tattoos. The mummy has 38 tattoos depicting a wild bull, a barber's sheep, snakes, a lotus flower, a baboon, and the Eye of Horus. The latter was placed on the throat, the 2 shoulders, and the back. From any angle when one looked at this woman, divine eyes peered back. These divine eyes were written together with hieroglyph of Nefer. This combination forms a phrase, to do good. This phrase was made even more effective by using a divine eye in place of a normal one. The placement of divine formulas, to do good, on her throat and shoulders may have magically imbued her song, speech, and every arm movement with this ability. The studies have also revealed that the large number of tattoos on her body may have been intended to signal prestige or indicate an important religious role. The tattoos found on this mummy are especially unique because there are a lot of snakes, other animals, and symbols which, when taken together, link to the goddess Hathor.